page. Thanks for being here. We're going to jump right into a little quick reading for Libra. Libra, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or if you have a Libra stellium. This is a general reading. May or may not apply. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just leave it, and you can check your rising or moon and see if that resonates some more. I'm using the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which I hope YouTube doesn't take down because the pictures are a little risque. But I like the pictures because the faces are very descriptive. Okay, we've gotten this card so many times, you guys. There's something in there. I think the eclipses are, I know the eclipses are coming up and it's in Scorpio, so there might be a lot of transformation happening. Right away, we get the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is like working towards something, you know, like you're putting work in, you put the effort in, and you continue to do so. It's working away, right? But this picture is interesting because obviously the masculine's like, hey, like come hither, giving her a rose, and like she's so like not interested at all. And you know, this can apply to masculine, feminine, just switch it around as you know, whatever fits for you. But let's see what else we get here. King of Wands also has been coming out a lot today. So King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. For Libra, it's not for really any time period, just whenever this, whenever you find this, because time is a human construct that doesn't really exist. It only exists in the human experience, right? Okay, and then we also have the King of Cups. So we got two kings coming out right now. Obviously, again, could be male or female, feminine or masculine, but King of Cups. Libra, Libra, Libra. What do we have for Libra? Oh, nice. We have the sun. I love this version of the sun. It's just so warm. Like the colors are so warm. It's happiness. It's a fun, happy time, innocence, warmth. The Hangman. So you're getting some type of new perspective on something, taking a bit of a time out, getting a new perspective. A lot of the same cards have been coming out for all of the readings today. I'm not sure what that is. This too, Ten of Cups. Happiness, wealth, prosperity. This is like running off into the sunset, right? Okay, so what is these two kings? What's going on with these two kings? Your cards are really kind of stuck today. Like everybody else has been coming out. So what's going on, Libra? Are you're just kind of chilling, not a whole lot going on for you. I mean, with the Eight of Pentacles card and the King of Wands and the King of Cups, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to represent a person, but that's, you know, doing some type of passionate work. You know, King of Pentacles is definitely a worker, hard worker. Maybe you're working towards the sun and this Ten of Cups. Okay, Seven of Wands. Just looking at this picture. See anything jumps out. Page of Swords. You might be getting some type of message or some type of communication. Or maybe just a message, like within you, in the world. So there's a lot of major arcana here already. So there's some type of completion. Eight of Swords. You guys are kind of all over the board. Like there's really good cards and there's like a little bit, you know, Eight of Swords is like your own mental prison, right? Like it's definitely stress, anxiety, worrying. I mean, this one's interesting because you can see somebody like running off in the background or like catching them or something. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's running off with their clothes. Sorry. These are like all over the board. What is it that you're worried about and stressed out about? Like everything here looks pretty great. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of, you know, the Seven of Wands can, you know, you can be a little guarded for sure, but, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you got really good cards here. I'm not sure what it is you're worried about. Hopefully this clarifies a little bit for us. I can maybe grab a different deck. And the Lovers. You know, it could mean a choice, but I really see the Lovers as exactly what it is. It's the Lovers. There's some type of union. I mean, in this deck, there's 3 people in the picture. That doesn't mean it has to, that doesn't mean there's a third party. I don't really see any other third party. Maybe you could be worried. Maybe this Eight of Swords is you could be stressed out about possible third party. You do have 2 kings also, so you could have two choices. Definitely have two choices, and there's, you know, with the Lovers, it is a choice if the other cards back that up and support that. The Seven of Wands is like you could be having 2 choices. This person could be make you really happy. You're trying to get a good perspective on it, a different perspective, like a more worldly, and like when you go up into a plane and you look down and everything's small and it just puts things in perspective. You're trying to grasp that new way to look at things. But you have the World. There's something coming to completion in the Wheel, so something is going to go in your favor. The Wheel also has 3 women, which it looks really like. The Wheel looks more like the 3 of Cups to me, but this card's just, this deck's different. Okay, and so we have the 3 of Pentacles also, so that kind of confirms the 3. I mean, this 3 of Pentacles is traditionally like working together, teamwork. But if there's, you know, 2, if there's 2 in the Magician, you have a lot of major arcana. So something is manifesting here. You do already have the tools that you need. Have you been doing a little like love magic or sex magic or something, Libra? Oh, maybe you got in too deep and you like have too many choices now. I don't know. And the 2 of Cups. Okay. So I think you have 2 choices. I think now that we're getting a little more cards, and that's maybe what you're worried about. You don't know which one to choose, and you're trying to get a new perspective so you know which way to go. one you feel really happy with, and one you may feel is just like too young for you. So you're like, ooh, I don't know. I'm sure you have fun with both of them, but there's definitely one that seems a little bit more fitting for you. My gut instinct, like my feeling, is that the King of Pentacles is the one that seems more stable and maybe like their same age, whereas the King of Wands might be the younger one. But that's just, that could be like the Taurus one is more stable, the King of Wands is just more like passion, but that may not apply to everybody. That may be specific for somebody. Queen of Swords. This girl's been making her rounds today too. This is definitely, like, you can see this picture. She has like all these pins and this pin cushion, but it's also like, it looks to me like a heart. So it's like, that's what I feel like the Queen of Swords is. It's like you've been hurt so many times that you're just like, no bullshit, no nonsense. Like, it's very matter of fact. You're not gonna be bamboozled. You're not naive. You've been around the block, you know? So you might have this kind of mentality, especially if you have these two choices. And the Queen of Swords is also your card, Libra, too, because it's air. So it's very like mental thinking more than feeling. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. Ugh, this picture gives me the creeps. That is so, I'm not even gonna say, I can't say the word on here, but yeah, that's does not give me any good feelings. That good, ugh, I don't like that. I mean, ugh, yeah, I don't know what this picture is symbolizing. You may, I mean, hopefully nobody roofied you or anything. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But God, if anything, maybe you just had a little bit too much to drink or something, or you should be careful of doing that. There's no other cards to indicate like any type of problems like that. So it could just be the Page of Pentacles. It could have something to do with that King of Pentacles, maybe having some messages for you, some type of communication there. Let's get one more card and then we'll get some like oracle cards or switch up the deck, because your reading, Libra, is it's a little bit vague. Okay, Chariot. So something's moving forward here. What is moving forward though? Let me get a different deck because this is really, it's getting stuck. Maybe I'll use this deck. It's the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Sorry, my daughter's cooking in the kitchen. If you guys can hear it and are annoyed by it, I apologize. Wait a minute. There we go. So what is Libra moving forward with? Okay, we got patience. Financial and material changes. It's five of Pentacles, but I mean, traditionally the Five of Pentacles is also feeling like left out in the cold. So I'm going to take that into mind as well. But then you also have one, Love Begins. So this is again the Ace of Cups. And you guys got that card, right? Let me see. No, you got the Two of Cups. My apologies. So it says love begins. So there's definitely some type of new beginning, but you do have to be patient, it looks like. I think you might be obviously making a decision here, especially with the Hanged Man, you know, and the world. Something's coming to an end, something's coming to a conclusion. You're choosing one of these people and moving forward with them. You know, Chariot, you're moving forward pretty quickly. Love begins. Does this to have patience. You've got the 9. It says suffering in silence. I think it's the 9 of Wands. And you had the 8 of Swords. So that's kind of just like the same card to me. It's suffering in silence. It's like your own mental prison. So you are worried about this, but it looks like everything's gonna be okay. I mean, you do have the 2 of Cups, you have the Magician, you have the Chariot. You're moving forward with one of these decisions. I don't see like the 2 of Swords here, which I'm kind of surprised that there is no 2 of Swords, because it looks like you have a decision to make. The Lovers, I guess, are representing that instead of the 2 of Swords. Okay, fertility. So this is the Empress. So that's like all of the queens together, right? The Empress is all of the elements together. She has everything she needs. She's bountiful, beautiful, prosperous, loving, nurturing. But this card just says fertility. So if y'all are, I guess maybe be careful unless you want this, but somebody may get pregnant. I just have to throw that out there just in case. Let me just get one more. Okay, there's several cards here. Let me see. Okay, nice. So spiritual strength. Sorry, that rain, you can kind of see the card, right? A little bit. Firm foundation. So this is 4 of Wands. There we go. 4 of Wands, which is, as we know in the traditional tarot, not the psychic one, is stability, possible long-term relationships. It is, for some people, the 1111 card. But here it's the firm foundation. So something is going to feel really stable soon. And passion ignited. So this is the Ace of Wands. So somebody's making you feel very passionate. There's a lot of love cards here. Love begins. Fertility also, instead of like actually you being fertile, this could mean like this is really fertile ground. This is a fertile possibility of like, or fertile relationship. It's, things can really grow here, and that's beautiful, right? Like that's what we all want. Then you have strength. It says power in this deck. So if you're worried in this, you know, the suffering in silence and the 8 of Wands were really the only like kind of, I don't know, negative cards, but they're really just about worry, and it's all mental, right? It's like your own mind just kind of getting, like having its way. Like you don't have to let your mind go that hard, but I know that an air sign, you know, you naturally, that's what you do, is you think it through. And then you have the the Queen of Swords here too. So try to come back into your heart center rather than staying in your head, because your head, it looks like that's what's kind of causing the worry and the anxiety and stuff. So just take some deep breaths, like long, slow, deep breaths, and come back into your heart center, and you're going to be fine. Like all of these cards are really amazing, but stop worrying so much. Stop worrying, stop stressing. Everything is looking pretty good. You're strong enough to handle this. You have the spiritual strength, you have a firm foundation. This all looks really amazing. I mean, the Magician, you have so many major arcana, the World, the Lovers, the Wheel, like the Sun. It's gonna be fine. In the 10 of Cups, yeah, just take a deep breath. You guys are gonna be fine. You just gotta get out of that head and back into your heart. I'm going to pick a card from the Goddess Oracle for you, just to kind of close it up. Okay, here we go. The Initiate. It's a really pretty card. Woo. Isn't it pretty? It says the Initiate. Acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can become accepted as an authority one day. Okay. So maybe you're having a little anxiety about what you don't know, and maybe you haven't had a serious relationship in a long time. But it's okay to be a beginner. That's where we learn, and that's how we become. I'm just starting on my YouTube channel. So doing new things is hard, but it's worth it, right? And it says, you know, you'll be accepted as an authority one day. So keep breaking your magic, Libra, and just try to stay in your heart center instead of your head. And if you liked this video and resonated, please like and subscribe. I would super appreciate it. And I hope I see you again soon.